Hey, True Believers, Englentine here with another weekly batch of DC Comics to review. This was a skip week. It was a fifth week. Basically, on those, it's all annuals or maybe the end of a mini-series, or in this case, it was the DC Comics Looney Tune crossover specials, and I did do full reviews on all of those, so please, by all means, check out the standalone videos for each of those. Those will be a little more in depth on the feelings. Here we get just a quick 40-second to a minute, give you an idea of how I felt when I read the book. And I do give them a star rating. 1 star is horrible, 2 stars is bad, 3 stars is average, 4 stars is good, and 5 is excellent. And then just for fun, I line them up from absolute worst to absolute best and see which one wins the week, so to speak. Anyway, it's tons of fun for me. I hope you enjoy. So, yeah, just kick back, relax, and here we go. The 1-star books are horrible. These are the books I would recommend you avoid. Scarlet, number 1. So, another Jinx World book, and in this case, we are in a revolution with Scarlet. What are they revolting against? Don't know. Don't care. Why? Because the book doesn't tell us, which is to say Brian Michael Bendis doesn't tell us, and in the end, I don't care. Now, is this a character from another series? Are we supposed to know what happened before? Well, that's just lazy and sloppy writing. If you're expected to know something before you go into an issue number 1, either way, guys, this is just aimless, and it's not good at all. Horrible book. Nightwing Annual number 1. So, this sucked. It really sucked. The art is bad. That's a give. I mean, that's right from the beginning. It's like, my gosh, this is just not good. But this book took me forever to read because it just could not get me interested. It's a heavy-handed message about internet news being vile and being a virus. It's, wow. It's just heavy, ham-fisted, boring, and with bad art. That's the summary. Not good at all, gang. What a loss. The 2-star books are merely bad and maybe have something to them that keeps them from being absolutely horrible. The Death of Superman Part 1, Chapter 5 is better than the last 4 chapters, but still bad. This is not good. I've been wanting to like it. I mentioned Louise Simonson a lot, but she's not coming through this time around, just not doing it. In this case, you have Jimmy Olsen trying to toss aside his Cub reporter label, or photographer as it is, and wanting to become a real reporter, and he does so by chasing after a story, Superman beating up a couple of armored goons, and he finds out Intergang may be involved. Like I said, it's only bad. It's not as bad as the other chapters, but whoa, Nelly, it is not good. Harley Quinn and Gossamer. All right, this book I've done a full review on, and it is boring. Wow, was this a dull story. We did not need a slice of life starring these two, and mostly it is. Now, granted, there are some giant robots, but holy Toledo, it is not good. But what is the backup story where they basically try to teach the mad scientist humor. It's entertaining, it's enjoyable, the art is good, it reminds you of a Looney Tunes cartoon. Everything you might want from a crossover, it is there, and that should have been the main story. Or at least, that's my opinion. The 3-star books are average. They were either didn't register with me or just not good enough to recommend. Red Hood and the Outlaws Annual number 2. It says, reunited with Arsenal, and it feels so good. And that is actually very appropriate because this is very much a bromance story. Also, strangely enough, they're using an annual as a setup issue for what's to come. And that's bizarre. Usually annuals, well, I'm sorry, the way I remember annuals are that they are bigger stories. But this seems like a middle chapter to what's going on in the regular book. It's pretty good. It's not great, but at the very least, it's interesting. I could say that much about it. Lex Luthor and Porky Pig. I did a full review on this, so please go check that out. Another video of mine that definitely needs views. Anyway, this is a mixed bag. It really is. Some of it's really good. Some of it isn't. There's a lot of modern day issues brought up in this book. Like the author had a point to make. Not an overly heavy-handed point. In some ways there are, the immigration thing. But overall, it's not bad. Porky Pig gets hired on to be the head of social media for Lex Luthor's pharmaceutical company. Business is greedy, yada yada. The 4-star books are good. They're legitimately good, and I'm happy to recommend them. Catwoman, Tweety, and Sylvester, and you might as well throw Black Canary in there because she's a main part of it. I did a full review. Please check it out. It needs the views. It's fun. It really is. So you have the witches, Witch Hazel, and so forth, so on. They put a spell finally to decide who wins, cats or birds. If Black Canary and Tweety win, cats go away forever. If Catwoman and Sylvester win, birds go away forever. And they get every cat and bird named hero involved. It's madcap. It's fun. It's adventuresome. It's the best of the crossovers this year, in my opinion. Batgirl number 26. So something strange is happening with the Batgirl title. It's getting better. I mean, this is a Gabby Award winner for Worst DC Comics 2 years in a row. I do not think it deserves the next run. Seriously, this has been pretty good. In this case, you get her on a chase while there's flashbacks telling the story, and it is just well written. And the art's pretty good, too. I don't know. I think it may be time to start giving Batgirl a serious look. Let's hope the quality holds up from here on in. Silencer Annual number 1. This was good. I like this one. It's still strange that DC has decided to use their books, their annuals this time around, as connectors rather than like an individual story. It's odd. I guess it's happened before. But yeah, it's just odd when this happens. In this case, we see Silencer in her first trip to Gotham and, of course, meeting Batman. So, yeah, I definitely like that. Silencer is becoming a great book, and if you haven't been picking it up, it's one I think you could take a gamble on. Batgirl Annual number 2. Holy, I said it in the other one, in the Batgirl review. She's getting better, and this is a good story. It's basically her against her brother, except for not her brother, but her brother's disciples. It's really good. It is a little bit derivative of Silence of the Lambs and a movie with Sigourney Weaver called Copycat, but it plays it pretty well. We get a lot of character here. We get a lot of backstory for them. And in the end, it's one of the best books released from DC this week, easily. So there you go, gang. What do you think? Obviously, I had no 5-star books this week. There were some good ones, just not the excellent ones. Anyway, what did you think? What did I grade too high? What did I grade too low? I know I was kind of surprised to find out that in the end, when I was lining them up, I had more fun with that Batgirl annual than I did with the other books. Go figure. Batgirl, of all things, 2-time Gabby Award winner for Worst DC Comic Book, is making a comeback, and I hope the quality continues. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, by all means, click like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Hate for you to miss anything. If YouTube does their job and actually notifies you, cool things happen around these parts. Also, this is the way we're trying to make a living. Not only this, but the Mad About the Mouse channel as well, which has a link in the description below. So if you don't mind helping out, go on over to Patreon. The link is right by that Mad About the Mouse link. So go on over, drop $1 in the till, helps keep the lights on, and help us keep making videos for you. Like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.